Hello and welcome to another video on Sonata. In today's video we're going to look at how you can download and visualize your YouTube data in Sonata. Now the chart on the right here is showing my YouTube viewing history for the last 6 years. For each year it's showing the number of videos watched grouped by channel. Now when you group by properties in Sonata it will show the top 10 properties for the time period. So this chart is telling me that the channel I've watched the most in the last 6 years is Dude Perfect, followed by NBA, TED Ed, etc, etc. It's also telling me that I watch quite a lot of YouTube. So 1,800 videos last year. That works out to be an average of around 5 a day. Now, if you're anything like me, you find this data quite interesting, so hopefully you're keen to see what this looks like for you. So let me show you how you can do that. Now YouTube does have an API, but unfortunately it doesn't give you access to your viewing history. So we need to use a different tool instead called Google Takeout. Now Google Takeout lets you download your data from a whole variety of Google services. So what I want to do now is I want to create a new export. And I'm going to see here the list of all the different Google services. Now I don't want most of them, I'm just interested in the YouTube data for now. So I'm going to tap deselect all, and then I'm just going to scroll down through all the different Google services to find YouTube. It's down at the bottom, the list is in alphabetical order. So in YouTube and YouTube Music, I want to just tick the box just here. I want to click on all YouTube data, and I only want the history. That's all I'm interested in. And then one more thing, very important, we need to change the format. Sonata understands JSON data, so we need to change the history format from HTML into JSON and then tap on OK. So once I've done that, I'm requesting all of my YouTube viewing history in JSON format. So if I now tap Next Step, I just want to export it once. I want a zip file. It's going to be well under 2 GB, so I can just tap Create Export. Now that's the request submitted. It takes a couple of minutes to come through normally. You get an email, so that's the email ping there telling me that I've made the request, and you'll get another email when the file is ready to download. Rather than make you wait a couple of minutes, I will be right back. See you in a minute. Okay, so that was really fast. It only took 2 minutes between requesting my data and my data being ready to download. So when it is ready to download, Google will send you an email. If I just open up that email, inside there is a button to download my data. So if I just tap on that, it will take me back to Google Takeout. It might ask for a password. It hasn't asked me now, but it should automatically download the file. So if I just tap download, download will be up here in the top right. If I click on there, I can then click the magnifying glass to take a look at the file in the Files app. Now it comes as a zip file, so I need to tap on it once to unzip it into a folder, and then I just work my way through the folders to the history folder, and the file I'm interested in is the watch JSON history file. Now Sonata knows that this is my YouTube viewing data, so I can just tap on it and it will automatically be opened in Sonata. It will let us know what it's doing, so you can see it importing the events. It's pretty quick. Just takes a few seconds to import my events, and it's just over 8,000 YouTube videos I've watched. So if I click done, and then I'm in Sonata now. If I go to the dashboard view down here in the tabs, I can see my YouTube viewing data. So I'm going to use the interactive title up at the top here just to navigate around the data a little bit. So I'm going to change all and then change the source to YouTube. So I'm just looking at YouTube data, and then I'm going to tap on the ... and do by channel. That's a little bit hard to read, so I'm going to pinch and zoom to view the data by years instead of by months. So this is the chart that you saw just now. It is showing me my YouTube viewing history by channel over the last 6 years. Now I can navigate around this data however I'd like to in Sonata. So maybe I want to take a closer look at what happened last year. So again, using the interactive title, I'm going to tap on all time, change it to last year. Now I'm going to have to zoom again because I want to see by month. And I can see my YouTube viewing habits by month instead. It's pretty constant through the year. I guess there's a bit of a peak in the winter months. It looks like I really got into watching videos on chess in September and October. I can see that I watched 33 videos by Chess24 in October and another 21 in November. And remember, when we're grouping by channel, Sonata will show the top 10 values, but it's the top 10 for the time period. So I have a different top 10 for last year than I have for all time. So Carwow was in fact my #1 last year. I guess Dude Perfect didn't release so many new videos, so they weren't my top channel last year. One nice little thing you can do is if you quick press or just tap like I was, you can see the number. If you long press, it will take you to the individual events, so I can see exactly which videos I watched and when, and I can scroll through these. So that's it, a quick introduction to how you can download and visualize your YouTube data in Sonata. I hope that's got you inspired to give it a go yourself. Please let me know how you get on, if there's any interesting insights. Thank you very much. Have a great day.